To Salesforce Development Lesson 10. Today we're going to be creating applications and adding tabs to the applications that we create. So first of all, let's go and take a quick look at the applications we're going to create. And there's two applications we're creating, a customer service application and a flight management application. Now these are going to be tied to these personas that we have here. The customer service application is going to be for the customer service rep, and their job is really to be creating the reservations. And then the other persona is a flight manager, so they're responsible for maintaining the plane records and the plane seats and the flight records and flight seats, and also for scheduling the flights between the airports. So that's going to be their responsibility. So they're each going to have their own application that they will use in their efforts to manage things. So with that, let's start by creating our flight management application. So all applications, you have to go to Setup and type in App Manager. And we're going to use the App Manager to create our app. So there's two types of apps that you can create. We want a new Lightning app. And the app name is going to be, again, I think we said it was a flight management. So we'll call this flight management. And I'll put a developer name. Okay, manage flights, let's see, airports, planes, and flights. All right, it's a nice little thing here. You also have the option of uploading an image. I don't have one readily available here, but you can upload an image, and you can create different colors, theme colors. But for now, that's good. Next thing we have is different navigation styles. We're going to use standard navigation. Nothing there, so we're going to click next, and we'll support both desktop and phone. Next. No utility items. We're going to hit next. Okay, and then this is where we choose our tabs that we want to include. So this is the flight management. We want to put the airport, and let's see, we had planes, flights, and planes. So you can just easily kind of put stuff in the search bar, make it easier to find your application. Plane. I'm going to put my plane ahead of flights because you have to create the plane before you create the flight. So I got to putting these in the order that you have to create them. You don't have to, but it just makes things easy. All right, so we're going to hit next. And then the available profiles. For now, we're just going to use our system administrator profile. And give system administrator access. Let's save and finish. And then that should create the new application. And there you see flight management app. Next application we're going to create, we're going to do the same thing for our customer service application. So customer service is going to be the new application. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say customer service. Customer service rep, the ability to create reservations. So we'll do that. Again, everything else is pretty much the same that we had before. So we're just going to click through all these. And the big thing we want is reservations. Then hit next. Again, we're going to give system administrator access. Save. All right, then once we're done there, now the question is, how do you get to the apps? Well, it's actually fairly simple now, because now if we do view all, the applications should appear, which they do here now. So now we have the flight management application and the customer service. So if we click on the flight management, again, this is the, this right here is the app launcher. So when you click on the app launcher, it offers you some apps here. If you don't see the one you're looking for, it gives you a bigger selection over here. So I just want to show you that. Again, here you have the different airports, planes, and I haven't created any flights yet. So right now I'm going to manually create, have my plane here. Now what I want to do is I want to actually create a seat on the plane. So I want to click new seat here. So this is going to be row 1. This is going to be, the seat is going to be 1A, and then the seat type, this will be first class, because usually first class is at the front. The position, this is going to be a window seat, and the price, it's going to be pretty pricey, so let's say it's going to be $1,000 a seat. And we click save. When we're done, we see that the seats appear here. Then we have this over here. So now you can see the seats in the plane all correspond here. Now what we can do is we can also go ahead and schedule a flight. So we'll create a new flight. I want to make sure I have enough airports. So we'll do all here. I only have one airport, so let me create another airport here. So the airport name is going to be Francisco International. All right. I think it's ORD. And San Francisco, California. I have no idea what the zip code is, so we're just going to save it. All right. So now we have our 2 airports, San Francisco International. Oh, you know what? I think I messed this up, because I should have, the name should be the abbreviation, not the other way around. So let me go ahead and edit. So the problem was this. Let's try this again. All right, this is a little better. So now we have our 2 airport by their abbreviation. So now that we have 2 airports we can fly from, we'll go ahead and now do new. Now we're gonna have to search for a plane. Of course, we only have one plane number, 0001 is gonna be the flight number. It's gonna be departing from Bradley, arriving at ORD. The departing date, let's see, we'll be leaving on the 27th, early in the morning, so let's say 8 a.m. And we'll be arriving on the 27th. Let's see. And we're going to be arriving at probably the afternoon. Let's say it's let's say 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not a bad time to arrive. Click save. And now we have our flight. And now what we need to do is we need to add our seat. Now again, there's only one seat. Let's see, we have a flight. We have a plane seat. Let's see, do we have, yep. We'll choose that. Hit select. We have our plane. We're going to save. So now we have a seat for our flight here. Now, generally, you would have more seats for a flight, more seats for a plane, but this is just to demo how you would manually enter it. In the future, we're going to create flows to automatically enter and create our seats for us. That's going to just save us some time there. So the next thing we have to do now that we have our flight created, let's take a look at the reservation. And a lot of this stuff isn't built out yet, so we're going to go to customer service. We have a reservation app, so we're going to hit next here. A lot of different things. We have to look up a customer. I don't know that we created... oh, that's actually a good one. We should have a customer as part of our reservation. That's one thing I did not do, so we'll have to do that. So we'll go to setup, because we need to go back to the app manager. And we need to go to the customer service, and we need to edit a customer service app. And then the navigation items, we want to actually put accounts in here. So if you remember, all our customers will be added as accounts. So we'll go ahead and save this. Okay, so once that's saved, should be able now to, if I refresh the screen, I should see my accounts. I don't have any accounts in here yet, so I'm going to put a customer account. And I'm just going to put John Doe for now. That's enough for now. And then for reservations, now we're going to go ahead and add our customer, John Doe. Sales tax, what's it, 0. I think it's 7%, 0.0735, something like that. So we'll click save. Creates the new reservation. Now we need to add our flight. Again, you should only have one flight, and only one flight seat. So if we do, oh, sorry, that is not right. I need to do, I think it's FL on the flight. Yep, FL seat, select. No discount. We have a price. Price is going to match our seat, which was $1,000, and then our total it's going to be 1,000. Yeah, normally we're gonna, once we start working with flows, we're gonna be using flows to calculate these, but for now we're not going to do that. There's no discounts, so it'll be 0, and then we'll save it. Okay, so if we go back to our detail here, you'll notice our the sales tax is wrong here because this is percentages, so it should be 7.35 is the right way to calculate this, because that's percent. Now if I hit save, now it's calculating the total correctly. All right, so now you can see how the data entry works if you do it manually. Again, we're going to be creating flows because we want to kind of create a natural workflow that the user is going to use where they don't have to keep going from screen to screen entering things like we did right now. And then the last thing we're going to cover today is we're going to go ahead and do our SF command to pull in the application. So it's SF project, retrieve, preview. So that way we can see what we're going to retrieve. All right, so here you can see it's going to pull in the 2 customer applications we created. Created these flexi pages, which is fine for now, and this app switcher, which we'll probably get rid of these because we honestly don't need them. And the app switcher, this one we really shouldn't have anyways, but we'll delete it later when we get a chance. So for now, we're going to go ahead and do a retrieve start, and this will retrieve the file. So now you can see we have our 2 application here. This app menu we're going to delete at some point later because we don't need it. And I don't know what the utilities were flexi pages, so it created these utility bar flexi pages. I don't know that we'll need this, but I think I can leave it there and it shouldn't cause any problems. All right, well, so that's all I have for today. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would really help. And until next time, thank you.